Excuse me, scary, evil person behind the bar. Please, could I have 3 Bloody Marys? Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
So you want 9?
What you should have said is, can I have a Bloody Mary, a Bloody Mary, a Bloody Mary?
Shall I start again?
No, we're keeping that in and you're going to look like a fool.
Excuse me, person behind...
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
No, come on. No, we'll start.
No, I want
again.
I want that one. People need to know you're not a
People
robot.
need to know that we do mess up on every single episode. Normally, Joe.
And we normally just cut it so we all look so super clever.
But we're not. Welcome back, everybody that is here to enjoy and listen to our fruitful tones.
Yeah.
Yeah. This episode is number 35. That's 30 had 5 episodes. That's a lot of episodes that we've done. Listen here, you listening to our voices right now. I'm Thomas of Millshire.
I'm Daniel Benham.
Nice.
And I'm Joseph Raniel Dicardo Benham.
We really got a slurp on that as
Yeah,
well.
he did. That was not an attractive noise. I'm going to be totally honest. That repulsed me a little bit
I'm not
too
gonna
much.
lie, I didn't do it on purpose. It's just as it went into the straw at the bottom.
And went round the balls.
Yeah.
Because it's a penis straw for those that didn't zoom in on the camera.
Tastes a bit salty, that, you know.
Oh, God. Right. Now, today isn't just episode 35. It is also, and this one's actually really close to my heart. It's National Lost Sock Memorial Day.
How'd you have a memorial for something?
We're about to. Let's take a minute. And I'd like us all now to say grace.
Grace.
Thank you.
Hang on. Now we need the minute's applause for all the socks that have stayed in our lives.
And an applause for our live studio audience as well.
Hey! That's right. We've got people back in the room.
Give us a wave.
We're no longer... There's hundreds of people waving right now.
Everyone heard the wave.
Wow.
Everyone heard the waves.
Yeah.
There's that many people waving. You just had to
Actually
hold the
created.
microphone.
Give us a cheer. One at a time so it sounds like there's more here.
Now...
Oh, yeah, the ambulance has arrived.
Call me an ambulance. You're an ambulance.
I like that.
Now, you may have heard, if you weren't listening to my very obnoxious noises during the intro, that you were playing Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
In honor of our pal, Johnny Depp.
It's actually called He's a Pirate, but you know.
Who's going through some difficult times at the moment.
Call it Pirates of the Caribbean, it's fine.
I actually wouldn't make an argument. Johnny Depp's going through no difficult times. He's loving his life right now. Amber Heard, on the other time, is really not enjoying the last few
Objection,
weeks.
hearsay.
Yeah.
She looks like she wants to throw herself off a bridge. She's been doing everyone a favour.
Did I? Amber Heard on the other side. I said it again. Come on, roll on, Tom.
Did we see Amber Heard's lawyer
Object to his own question.
object to his own question?
We did.
Oh, absolutely.
How ridiculous.
Did you see the woman claim that there was a makeup palette she'd carried with her in a bag since the whole time they were together?
She'd said since
which is
2016.
Since 2012. And the palette only came out in 2016.
I think she's lying.
Oh, right, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Objection. Hearsay.
Hearsay.
She claimed that she donated the $7 million that she got from her divorce settlement to 2 charities. They've only received $500,000 and actually came from Elon Musk.
With respect to the court's time, we're trying to not waste any of the court's time. So can
Objection. Hearsay. Now I've got a question for you. Speaking of Johnny Depp and pirates and
ask away.
Pirates. Why do pirates wear eye patches?
Because they've got one eye.
No. Incorrect. Am I allowed to answer?
No. You can agree with me at the end if you like. Now,
I'm prefacing that I've heard this explanation and I wanted to give it, so I'll agree with Tom at the end and say I've heard this before because I have. But go on.
Thank you.
No.
Many people think that pirates wear eye patches because of injuries through, being around cannons and pointy pieces of metal for stabbing people. But they actually wear them if they know that they're going to be battling another ship or approaching another ship, and they're like, we're going to be boarding that ship and we're going to be stealing it. They will put the eye patch over one eye so that by the time they get on that ship, excuse me, Mr. Officer.
It's adjusted to the dark.
Because most fights on a pirate ship take place in the galley where it's dark. So the eye adjusts to the dark. When they get in the galley, they can swap the eye patch to the other eye, and they've already got night vision, ready for fighting in the dark.
Crazy, isn't it?
And that is why pirates wear eye patches. Do you agree?
I do agree. Because that is why. It's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like
cool.
it. I think it's a really interesting fact.
Isn't that mad?
Lovely. Thanks for that.
No worries.
That was nowhere near as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
What do you mean? It has fights involved.
Yeah, and battles and swords and
I
cannons.
thought you were going to say it's because then another pirate ship would board them, see eye patch and think these have already been attacked. There's going to be nothing left to steal. Let's just go and not waste our time.
Yeah, people never attack people that have been attacked before, of course. Could do it for fun. People who've been attacked get attacked all the time.
Good point. I don't know if you've also seen the news. So this weekend, and by this weekend, I mean our future weekend and the listeners' previous weekend, it's the...
What?
Did you catch that?
I'm absolutely correct in what I said there.
That was 100% right.
I don't have a clue what you said.
It's been the Miami GP.
Yes.
And they originally wanted to build the track next to the harbour.
I saw.
It was declined.
Mm-hmm.
So they built a fake harbour in the middle of the track and have painted water around the boats.
Yeah, they painted it on.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't fill it up.
Yeah.
And the boats are on stilts, aren't they?
Yeah.
How ridiculous.
Stilts. Yeah. On the little,
Yeah, so stilts, by the way, just in case you're unaware, Joe, stilts are these little buckets with strings on that you would then stand and walk on.
Really? That's crazy. Have you seen...
Bend down.
Yeah, Katie took us by surprise because she was like, I'd have to bend down to use stilts. We're like, what the hell do you mean you'd have to bend down to use stilts? She was like, to reach the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what real stilts are. Will you please Google it?
Yeah.
You just have a Google in the corner. Go on, mate.
Sorry.
It's not often Joe's speech to us, but we've managed it.
I'm trying to process this. She thought professional stilt users.
See? Stilts.
She thought...
Creation station. First place stilts. Stilts. First stilts.
Search professional stilts.
Wait, I'm not a professional stilt user.
Yes, you are. You're 5'10".
So sorry. Sorry, Katie.
You do it every day.
Sorry, Katie. Do you think when they're going through stilt,
What the bloody hell?
That's stilts.
you think when these people?
So when you go to a carnival and you see people walking that are dead high, they're just walking on buckets with strings on.
No. She thinks that when they go to stilt camp, they start with the buckets and the ropes and work their way up to using them. Because she was like, well, I'm not a professional stilter. All right, cool. So stilters in training are still on the fucking buckets with the ropes.
Well, they don't.
Them things.
No, you see, they don't actually progress to professional stilts. They just add another bucket.
So they start with a sand bucket, move on to a cleaning bucket.
Yeah.
No.
And then if they fall over, they've got to walk on paint tins without letting them break open and spill for fear of shame.
As punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there's a difference between a zoo and a circus, though. No worries.
This is a circus.
This is absolutely a
chaos,
circus.
carnage.
Well, one side's a circus, one side's a zoo. It's like a travelling circus that's got a zoo. Speaking of GPs,
Yeah.
I'm wearing a McLaren hoodie
You
this
are?
weekend.
I thought you were going to tell us about a doctor's experience.
You look like
Teddy
you're about to
Fresh.
do some
Speaking of general
tradesman work.
practitioners, the reason I'm wearing it is because at Imola, McLaren achieved a podium. So I'm just wearing this out.
Oh, God, yeah. It's the first week you've not worn Teddy Fresh.
I know. In 35 episodes later.
It's mental, isn't
Bloody
it?
hell.
And you didn't even notice. Shows how much it fucking matters, doesn't it?
He's probably got like
What about my
a
socks? Oh,
Teddy Fresh top
yeah,
on
they
or
got-
something
they got
underneath.
snowman skiing.
He's got a Teddy Fresh tattoo on his left.
Yeah.
Is it?
Got a little key ring in his
It's got
pocket.
penguins skiing. That's what I said. I only saw the white. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and fucking
Snowmen have a white belly. They're made out of snow.
snowmen are white.
Black dots on theirs.
Not all the time.
That's a very small belly.
We grew up
That's his
poor.
belly.
You
Right
think
there.
we could afford
Third one
black
down.
dots on the snowmen?
This is
we
absolute
grew up
shambles.
poor. We
It's mental this week.
We
What did you say?
She asked me to repeat myself and then focused on something else and then asked me to repeat myself again and then now she's wetting herself.
She does that constantly.
That was funny.
Tears.
What, sorry?
No, it don't matter.
Tom's still trying to finish off the conversation
Yeah,
on the
sorry,
first
Tom,
day.
go on.
Go on, just say it again.
We've been saying the same
Yeah,
thing
down
for
the
nearly
line.
2 years. Yeah.
Ladies and
I'm not
gentlemen, we've
fucking
just cut about
stupid.
10 minutes of our life out of this podcast, and in the process, I tried segueing us, but it turns out we're not keeping the content.
No,
so I'm going to segue as cleanly into
I
the
just
topic I want to talk
fucking
about.
rescued it, and you've gone back to talking about segueing from it. I've just segued us into it. Just keep going.
You didn't know. You
They're
just
never gonna-
randomly started
I was
talking
just
about
randomly
dog
told
ages.
us
No, I
about
didn't, because
dog
Katie asked a question.
What did you ask?
Yeah.
No, what? Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Wolf.
No, you said.
Oi.
How have your weekends been, lads? I was going to bring us back round.
I'd have got that.
I've got a process.
We've been. I'm gonna have to give him 5 minutes. Give him 5 minutes.
I don't get what was so weird about that question.
It was asked so deadpan. I
How's your weekend,
really
lads?
thought the segue was going to be something, but you went, "How's your weekend been, lads?" Oh. It could have been. It's been bank holiday weekend. Has anyone done anything?
Yeah,
And
but
you just went, "How's your weekend's been, lads?"
It won't be when people listen to it.
Oh. Yeah, but you could stop because you're going to set yourself off again, and that'll set me off. Cool.
Like a rocket
Yeah.
or a firework.
Like it's 2 stages of a
And
rocket.
fireworks fall on bonfire night, which is part of the week, which is near a weekend, and
It
it's
is.
just been the weekend.
It has been. We've got the formalities
How
out of
was
the way.
your
How's your
weekend?
weekend's been?
Weekend's been lovely, thanks, mate. For everybody listening who don't care how my weekend was, it was delightful.
Do much with it?
I drank a lot.
Nice.
I watched the F1
Nice.
because
Miami.
No, it was.
Right.
We're talking about the weekend that we've just had.
no,
Coming weekend because it's been a.
Yeah, but why do we bother talking about our weekend
And
like that?
it was good to see Verstappen, Ricardo,
you're gonna
Lewis
guess.
Hamilton,
No,
George
no,
Russell, Valtteri Bottas.
Why do we
and
film these like they made on the fucking day they go out?
Right, go on, let's guess.
I want to talk about my weekend because I've had a good fucking weekend.
How was
How
your
was your
weekend then?
weekend,
Go on,
Jack?
tell us.
I've had a really good weekend.
What
Tell
did
us.
you do?
I went. Did I go anywhere on Friday?
That bloody good.
I went. I swear I did. But I'm just.
For the people listening, I think that you don't care.
Oh well, I went out last night. I went to Crazy Pedro's.
Yeah.
Ordered a full pizza.
Yeah,
They are fucking massive.
yeah.
I mean, I've been told they're big, but blew my mind. And then I went to NQ64 for the rest of the night.
What did you
Wait,
play?
I thought you were going to a lockup. 42s.
None of us wanted to. We were just like, let's do something fun instead. So we fucked off.
Well, I'm glad to see you finally appreciate 42s isn't fun.
No, but we have a good time when we're in there. But it's more about just rather have an experience and do something like that. Sometimes you just want a night out, and sometimes you're like, I want to do something.
What do you do in 42s?
I get my boogie on.
You boogie on.
I get my boogie on.
Do
mate.
you?
Yeah. And
Would you like to give us a demonstration? Sat down.
what a fucking bollocks. I get free drinks as well.
Why did you get free drinks?
Because I'm a cheap night out, mate. So I get free drinks.
No, but how do you get free drinks?
The people buying drinks who are buying alcohol, and he goes, "Oh, Coke, please." And they go, "Oh, yeah, no problem."
There you go.
Not realising when you go to a place like 42s and order a Coke,
A Coke
mixer,
is-
the Coke is the dearest part of the drink.
Just as expensive.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. The last time I bought a Coke, it cost me 80 pence. So
That's really cheap Coke.
it is. For a
For
large.
a full gram or?
Here's a fun little story. This isn't from my weekend. This is from a while ago.
Tell us your fun little story,
But-
Joseph.
Basically, the spoon, not the spoons, the straws in spoons that are like this long, right?
That's normally how long a straw is.
So what they do is, if you order on the app and do add straw, very rarely does it get brought over with a straw.
Mhm.
So what I do is, I go and get my own, but I get two and I keep one behind my ear because then for when I order my next drink, I've already got a straw.
Well, then what do you do when you order your third drink? Because you've got no straw now. You've
Probably
used
been,
both.
he's probably been to the toilet by then and gone past the bar.
But not just that. But
Why don't you take 2 straws and tuck one between each ear?
I'm not trying to look like a fucking idiot. I want to look like a man with a plan, not 2 straws behind
Thing
me.
is, though, having
Because I often think that when I see someone walking past me with a short up behind their ear, that's a man with a plan.
If I saw someone with shorts up behind their ear, I'd be like, a man with a plan.
I think you look more like Britney Spears with like a microphone.
Yeah, how'd you tuck a microphone behind your ear? Anyway,
That's how they do it. They have them like, little mics, don't they?
fuck! In here. I thought you meant a full fucking microphone. How big are your ears? But no, so I had it. I didn't realize I still had it over my ear when I went outside because my mates were smoking. The bounce turned around to me and went, "Is that a spliff tucked over your ear?" It's like,
How long?
This fucking big. I was like, if I smoked something this size, I'd die.
You should have just looked at him deadpan in the face and said, "Yeah."
I said, if it had been and
And
I'd
what?
offered you a drag, would you have had it? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So it's like
Let's
50
find
it's like 50
that
something.
bouncer. Let's frame him and let's get him thrown away for the rest
Honestly,
of his life.
mate, he was like 50 something.
Oh, I thought you were going to suggest we start a wall of legends.
Absolutely not.
He was just chugging a vape instead.
Dirty Devil's Lettuce. That is not legendary. That is foolish.
I coined the term shaitan salad.
Shaitan salad.
Shaitans, because shaitan is the devil in Islam. So I was like, yo, shaitan salad, because it rhymes as well, instead of alliterates instead
I was
of
going to
devil's
say
lettuce.
shaitan and salad are not 2 words that rhyme.
I meant alliterate.
Why did you say rhyme then?
It's alliteration.
I meant alliterate.
But you said rhyme.
Yeah,
you heard it,
'cause
didn't you, Tom?
I
You
heard
said
I know
rhyme.
I said rhyme, and then I
heard rhyme.
immediately fucking corrected myself.
Anyway, me, Tom, Katie, and Jess went for some lunch earlier.
We
And,
did.
We got talking.
Did
got
you?
discussing.
Funny that. Is that what
That's
you do
it.
at lunch?
Yeah.
I eat at lunch, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, we weren't hungry. And we got discussing.
Really?
You can have brunch, which is breakfast and lunch.
Mhm.
You're trying to say dinner and lunch.
But then what do you call it? An early tea or a late lunch?
Yeah.
So you call it a dunch.
Or do you mix the 2 words? And I also said if you were going to mix the 2 together, you would have to put the lunch before the dinner word.
Right.
It'd have to be
Or
lunner
dinner
or
and
dinner.
tea.
But
Like,
if you're having your tea, then you've had your dinner, innit?
See,
Because-
my thought was exactly that. If you're having
your
a
last meal of the day.
meal between lunch and dinner, that's your dinner. But then you can't eat again. If you do eat again, it's supper. Now, my thought was, well, isn't it just either a late lunch or an early tea?
I have never, ever given a shit enough about this.
and I said you can't
Because-
call it an early tea because it cuts off the possibility of having another meal.
Like-
It has to be a late lunch.
But a meal after that would be supper.
I will.
No, but a supper's like a small bit of food, really, really
Right,
late at
listen.
night. It's not a whole meal.
Yeah.
Listen.
Then
listen.
we're crossing into big suppers,
What if
and that's
it's-
a whole new
What
battleground
if
we
it's
don't
your
want to
last
get into.
supper? That was a big one.
Right, listen to me.
Only with your closest friends there.
You've
Only
had
about 12 of them.
12 disciples.
Yeah.
What's going on? You've asked for my opinion, and then I've been completely removed and ignored by our entire
What's
part of the
going on?
fucking conversation. My opinion is so incredibly short for this.
Go
I
on.
don't give a fuck.
Well, that's why.
I don't
That's
eat.
why we spoke.
I
over
don't
you,
eat
because
meals.
you said it.
I just fucking snack all the time, so I don't care. Like,
Right.
am I? Yeah,
What
she
is
fit
it,
as
the long
well.
hair or the beard?
Is that a healthy way to go about
I don't know, but I don't
Your-
care.
intake?
But it's fine for you.
Yeah, but I don't care. I just want to live my life, innit?
Live
Do you know
my
what I mean?
life.
Why does
Oh.
eating meals stop you from living your life?
It's not that it's not, but it's just another element that I have to think about or give a shit about. And
But
I
don't you have to
Well,
think about
asking
it
your
when you
mum to cook
snack?
you some food.
Yeah, man. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care about eating meals. I'd just rather snack on stuff in it.
So when was the last
I mean,
time
you do
ate
eat
a meal?
meals.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
typically
I
about
eat
1
meals all
o'clock in the
time,
morning.
but I don't have them at like traditional times, innit? I just eat when I eat, and I don't care about what it's
was the
called.
last meal you had?
It
A
was
pizza at Crazy Bedrooms.
no, it was a large. Oh, it was a nine chicken nuggets and chips from McDonald's.
Oh,
What time?
Oh no, shit! No, I had
Sustenance.
malted wheaties earlier this day. Sorry, but I woke up at
a
like
malted wheat.
We don't
Malted
say brand
Wheaties.
names here.
yeah, but
He had
they're
a,
called Asda's Own.
a vaulted Pete.
No, because they're called Asda's Own. Malted wheat is not a brand name. It's just what they're fucking called.
That's not a meal.
There are other reputable
Oh, it's
supermarket
breakfast.
brands as well.
It was breakfast, but I woke
What
up
time-
at
yeah,
woke
what
up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
What time did you have your breakfast?
But that's what I'm saying. I woke up at 4 in the afternoon, but that was the first meal I had, so it's breakfast, isn't it? But that's not what people would call breakfast because I didn't eat it at breakfast
So
time.
what would you call that then?
I'd call it breakfast because it's the first meal of the day.
Because you're breaking your fast,
Yeah,
as we've
exactly.
previously discussed.
Oh, speaking of breaking the fast, today is May 2nd. Eid Mubarak to all of our Muslim listeners because Ramadan has ended.
And happy Hanukkah.
No, again, no.
We're getting closer though, right?
If you say, well, obviously, if you say it every week, we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Right. So
Until
Oh, fucking hell. Merry Christmas as well, everyone.
oh, thank you. Merry
You're
Christmas,
right,
mate.
mate. Happy
Easter.
Halloween.
And a happy New Year.
bonfire night.
Many happy
Happy
returns.
wish people a happy bonfire night. Do
No.
we have-
Who says happy bonfire
Also,
night?
can I just
Everyone.
ask? It's the most British thing in the world for someone to try and blow up Parliament and go, let's celebrate it.
We
every
celebrate
year.
that he lost. That's why we burn him at the stake.
Hmm.
We don't celebrate. Oh, Guy Fawkes, that's great. He tried to blow up Parliament. We're like,
Do
cool.
you not just think it's a weird thing as well that as kids, when we had this explained to us by adults, we were just accepting of it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Until the point
Stand-
we all
Yeah.
watched FIFA Vendetta and went, I'm kind of on his side.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Jesus.
Good film.
It's a lot more dystopian than what we currently live in, I guess. But
Mhm.
it's a lot more controlled.
Yeah.
and monitored.
Now,
Can I just as well, by the way, before we move on, apologise to anyone that's actually suffered the way through this so far because it's been painful for us.
it's been very painful.
It must be painful for the listeners.
I've enjoyed it.
We've been recording now for 35 minutes. And
Well, no,
it would
'cause
probably, if you're looking at your
You know, in
phone
the
or
third minute-
laptop, it'd probably say about 4 minutes in.
Beautiful.
I'd like to give you a shower thought.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Just one this week, though. It is just one.
You have a
it's-
short shower.
It was a short shower,
Just dip your toe in.
but a lengthy thought. And the thought was that everybody, no matter what you say, at one point has had two parents, right? You have to. Yeah.
Biologically,
I
yeah.
understand
Biologically,
what you mean.
okay.
by that.
Which means you've got 4 grandparents,
Yeah.
which means 8 grandparents, 16 great great grandparents, and 32 great 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 grandparents.
Yeah.
Now, if you go back just 40 generations, that's it. You will have a supposed 1 trillion ancestors, yet there's only 107 billion humans to ever exist, which means we're all related.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We are all brothers. We are all brothers and sisters, folks.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. How mad.
Crazy that, isn't it?
That, because I just came up with them numbers in my head in the shower. I didn't get them
Your
off.
maths was really
I
good.
didn't
No
Google them or
wonder it
anything
was.
like that.
No wonder it took you so long. Because once you start getting to like the power of 40, that must have been
Yeah,
Yeah.
rad. Yeah.
bloody hell.
Isn't that mad? I'm slightly perplexed by it, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that we are all from the same, effectively 2 people at some point. I
What,
just
your
thought
mum
it'd be
knows my mum?
further than 40
What, no?
generations.
Yeah, that's my shower thought of the week.
That's crazy.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all cousins, innit? Not all brothers and sisters.
one way or another.
It's kind of related. It's a really,
Well, no.
really slim segue.
Are you
this.
going
Like,
to
I'm
say
clutching at
something
straws
about
here.
maybe about years and animals?
I wasn't actually, but I can segue us onto that.
Oh, lovely.
Sure, why
No,
not?
I want the
So-
slim segue. I don't give a fuck about this.
No, now we can cut that in.
No.
Now
I
you
want to
can
hear
do it.
this. What was the first one?
So the really slim segue
Yeah.
is about dating,
Oh,
and it's very slim.
who are you,
I'm
who,
very slim.
who are
So,
you dating?
I'm not allowed in this conversation now, guys.
So we've all, well, I know the 2 of you have definitely been on dating apps. I myself have been on a dating app.
Yeah.
Can't
What are you
speak for the other
talking
side of
about?
the room. Don't want to assume anything. Have you used Tinder?
Yes.
Have you used Bumble?
Yes.
Do you know why Bumble was made?
I don't know why, but the premise behind it
I
is
know
that
exactly what you're going to say,
that-
and half of this is false, Dan.
women have to accept the chats, don't
So one of the main people that created
Founders.
Bumble, one of the founders,
they? Was it a B?
no.
Oh,
I can't remember the lady's name, but she was one of the founders of Tinder as well,
okay.
and ended up being forced out of Tinder through misogyny.
I thought she might have just got kicked out of her Apple ID.
So decided when she left, and she'd raised a big court thing as well about sexual harassment in the workplace, etc. Decided to create a dating app where the woman has to message first off the back of a poor experience with Tinder.
That's interesting.
Yeah. What I would also say is she was also responsible for creating one of the most damaging dating apps. So good and bad things come from this. Tinder.
Oh, right.
No, Bumble's Bumble's all right.
Bumble's the
Dunno,
premise
I'm not
behind
on
it's
any
very
dating apps.
interesting. It's a good
Have you
idea.
ever looked? Did you ever match with someone on Bumble and they never messaged you first, and you thought, why do you think you've got the right to not message me?
Yeah, I cried myself in a cold shower to a deep dark hole.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Not messaging me.
Anyway, nearly 2 years later, we now live together.
Yeah.
Not joking.
Followed her on Instagram.
That was
what are you
Tinder.
doing?
I know.
Have you not? There'd be so much power in your hands because you can match with all the guys you want, give them all the hope that you want to give them, and then just go, I'm not going to message you in 48 hours.
He was the first person I've ever met with on a dating app.
I feel so sorry for you.
Oh.
First ever Tinder date. That's how
You're the
it
first person Tom met off Tinder as well.
That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, because we said off Tinder though. We're not talking about all the ones he's met off Bumble and Hinge.
It was Grindr where you really want to be worried. There was some dodgy meetups he had on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to the segue Tom wanted me to make. The
Dogs.
So speaking about dogs,
So you mentioned water.
so you just spoke about
You
dogs.
spoke about water. Can't even remember that
Dogs
joke.
drink water.
You'd spoken about water, and I just went. So you just spoke about water completely
Weirdly,
out of the blue. But obviously, there's been a common misconception over the years that dog years are effectively equivalent to one human year, 7 dog years.
7 dog years, yes.
And actually, it differs not just by the breed. Some breeds age differently to others, but also at different stages of their life. So at one point in it, and I can't remember the exacts, but say like for the first 2 years, a dog age is equivalent to like 4 years.
Okay.
At another point, it might be 7. At another point, it might be 2. So it's a complete misconception.
Progressively changes. Basically, all we have done is taken a construct of time and tried to manipulate it and apply it to and bend it around a species that was around way before we were.
Wound.
Wound, yes.
Wound.
I've got a bit of a...
Jonathan Ross on the couch, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello and welcome to the Jonathan Ross Show.
No, because he can say shout, he just can't pronounce his R's or his W's.
Also, gentlemen, it is now the 9th of May.
I am a gentleman.
What did you all think of Doctor Strange?
It was brilliant.
This is what I'm saying.
Mind
Why the
blowing.
fuck do we film it like this? I don't know what I think of Doctor Strange. I'm not fucking seeing it yet. Why do we film it?
Why
like
have you
it's made
seen
on
it
the
yet?
day?
It came out.
No,
Who's-
this is so stupid. People know these aren't filmed on the day they're released.
All
Why
right,
do we continue
all right,
to do it?
Okay, I'll rephrase it. Are you looking forward to Doctor Strange?
35 episodes in, I'll tell you. All right, okay.
Oh yeah, because they definitely
I'm
didn't
gonna
know.
tell you. All right. Yes, it may be the 9th of May that you are listening to this if you're so keen to listen
Could
to
be the
it.
10th of May.
But
Could be the 11th.
we actually recorded this morning about 5 a.m. Right? We're
Yeah.
up at 4. Went
Yeah.
for a 3-mile run as we always do.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange. I think it will be good.
That's because you're not watching it on release day,
And
right?
think how much they've shown in the trailers already. The film's gonna
Yeah,
be
they've started getting
fucking
balls now. They've got to the
crazy.
stage where like, sod it. They know Dr. Xavier is in. Just put him in the trailer.
They know it's the Illuminati. Everything so imagine what's not in the trailers. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Do you reckon each day they're going to release another character in the trailer?
Maybe.
No.
I think they should.
Maybe.
Where's John Krasinski?
Yeah.
I want John Krasinski.
What an absolute shambles of an episode. That was the last orders bell, so I hope you managed to follow us along there because I certainly didn't. If you did,
I
please
couldn't actually
let
tell you what we
us
spoke
know.
about.
No,
I
we
couldn't.
couldn't.
No,
I don't know what we
I
spoke
don't even know what we're
about.
going to call this episode.
That's
No.
because this episode had 0 content.
Yeah.
There was nothing worth remembering, which is why we can't
This one, I'll
remember.
tell you who this is for. This is for Holly. We went on a walk last night. Holly, you enjoyed saying... you said you enjoyed us talking nonsense. And I'm sorry, this has been half an
actually,
hour
do you know
of
what?
That was a
absolute
shed load of
we
nonsense.
brought a guest in, and that guest had to film everything. It's technically their fault. It's all gone wrong. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
If you
Every
want to
other
write your
guest-
complaints to Beth,
Every other guest has done this without any issues, and you've messed it up.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
No, you're not.
no. I don't accept
Honest,
that.
Say that louder.
honestly, it's fine. All right.
We're really not angry.
no,
Just
come on.
disappointed.
We're
Come
not
on.
angry.
We can have these conversations off camera, okay? Because the viewers think we're really lovely people.
Yeah, that's a good
viewer.
Yeah, the
yeah.
viewers think you're
Polly.
lovely people. They think
We're
I'm a
lovely
piece
people.
of shit.
So thank you very much once again
Yeah,
for
thank you.
listening to us ramble on about absolute nonsense for a solid, probably about 12 minutes after
Who've
all
you
this.
been?
I've been Thomas of Millshire, or i.e. The man, the myth, the mills.
Who've you been?
I've been-
Who've you been?
I've been Daniel.
Safe.
Who have you been, mate?
Don't know. Who am I?
God knows.
What did I say? Raniel
You were
Dicardo,
Raniel
that was it.
Dicardo.
Oh shit, Clinky.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Big ears.
I can't.
Big goes, big now.
Hey, get this.
What a horrific episode.
You really chowed down on that, Joe.
God, that was bad.
I was
I
about to
feel
say.
like if I hadn't have been here, it would have been awkward.